Why is Tumblr blue back? What is the internet's obsession with this like synthetic blue color? Why is it all over my feed? Why do I want a jelly Birkin? I'm like a little bit scared. This color feels so nostalgic for our generation, and I already know this trend's about to blow up like crazy. We're gonna go through the full timeline from Tiffany, Apple, McQueen, Tom Ford Gucci, Versace, Tumblr, Sugar Bear Hair, King Kylie, and finally, Matthieu Blazy Chanel. Literally can't escape it. Hey, my name's Jacquemus. I haven't posted on this channel in a while. I used to be an influencer when I was younger. I used to post YouTube videos like on Omegle and crazy stuff, but now we're entering a more civilized era of my life. I'm gonna break down sort of like niche internet topics that I love. I don't necessarily know where this channel's gonna go, but hey, let's go. If you're very chronically online like me, in like art and fashion, we're already at the jelly Birkins. Get ready for the drop-shipped Instagram brand ads all over your timeline. Jaded London's about to have a field day with a full Teal collection. I'm just calling it now. Teal tights, bags, rooms, shoots. So one of my favorite things to talk about with some of my friends that are like into the same online stuff is like trend predictions, and we saw it from a mile away. Why do we love this color? Why were we made to like this color? There's actually science behind it. It's kind of terrifying. It's a very synthetic, emotional, digitally nostalgic color that I feel like we can't really escape, especially our generation that sort of grew up with the internet and this culture of extreme editing, extreme styling. First of all, we're venturing into the origins. Obviously, we could go back to Cleopatra, but I'm not bringing up dusty history. The furthest we're gonna go back is 1845. This color rose to fame in two ways. We had medicine and jewelry. Charles Louis Tiffany painted the color of their famous Tiffany catalog in this sort of electric blue. And this is funny because at the same time, this color was actually coming up in the medical scene. It's not the medical scene. Why am I calling it a scene? It's like a profession, the trade, not the trade. In 1998, Tiffany officially trademarks the color as 1837 blue with Pantone. And in the same year, Apple releases the iMac G3 Bondi Blue.
Oh, and then there's the new iMac, which is about as un-PC as you can get.
And it was very reminiscent of this Fruitiger Aero digital aesthetic that was very kind of like spies and 2000s futurism that we still see as a common aesthetic that people really connect with and love. This is the color of the future, it seems. 1999, we're entering the 2000s. Versace Fall Winter, 1999 happens. Silk gowns, backless, long, teal dresses. But we'll throw up some images. I mean, even the lighting for the show was like this aqua color. Very resort, very futuristic. This sort of like neon teal is really coming around. And I feel like this color is synonymous with like 2000s Versace, honestly Pucci aesthetics too. I'm not gonna say they were the first, but this springs to mind. And 1999 was sort of when we turn the corner and enter the crazy 2000s aqua blue, ridiculous. It's everywhere. Tom Ford Gucci, spring, summer 2000. Everything comes back to Tom Ford Gucci, unfortunately. No, fortunately. Tom Ford incorporates this color in like a more elegant way. Elegant and snakeskin, I don't know if they can go in the same sentence, but Tom Ford introduces seafoam snakeskin material into his collections. I would say Tom Ford helped curate this sort of like hyper modern jet sex aesthetic around this color. Like if this neon blue was a celebrity, like this would be good PR for this color, you know, like we're getting out there, we're stepping into Tom Ford for Gucci, this is big. 2001, Apple drops another banger. The Apple iBook G3 dual USB laptop, iconic. I mean, they really ate that one. I don't like Versace spring summer 2008 Donatella. More of the seafoam green. Donatella was sort of like just throwing out silky long dresses like no tomorrow, and you know, who can blame her? Our aunties were probably gagging for this stuff and queuing up for hours to get it. And then American Apparel drops. The Terry Richardson, the Americana, American Apparel vibes. I feel like people don't really give this era a lot of credit, but I think so many aesthetics were sort of born, and so many like young creatives now, first impressions of an aesthetic they really loved is from these American Apparel ads. I mean, we'll hand it to Terry Richardson, but ads that sort of have this very look at me and I'm wearing blue vibes. We're getting into like party 2000s, Paris Hilton, Juicy Couture. Let's talk about Cobra snake photography. Mark Hunter, also known as Cobra Snake, a photographer that really popularized this sort of like party aesthetic. So this is very much so like Instagram before Instagram. We're getting LA, New York party scene. Alexander McQueen Spring Summer 2010 drops. I mean, this is, if anyone thinks about Alexander McQueen, like this is probably one of the collections you've thought about. Whether you know it or not, now you do. Lady Gaga, Alien. I mean, this is like classic McQueen. Honestly, RIP to their couture. We have the armadillo shoe. We have real neon turquoise lighting, outfits, everything. And I mean, the relationship between this color and the future in this collection is so clear. This time just feels very futuristic. This might be a deep cut, but who's gonna be mad if I bring up 7 Supergirls real quick?
Finally show you my new room. I hereby stand. I was the starter of the teal zebra print room pandemic.
If this girl's bedroom doesn't show you the impact that Teal had on the 2010s, chevron, zebra print, pink, black, teal, from their outfits to their bedrooms. 7 Supergirls was a YouTube channel that basically followed the lives of teenagers. It was content for teenagers or kids, I don't know. I mean, if we're gonna go there, let's talk about it like My Life is Ava, literally my life. I don't know what time that came out, but you know, the color blue is now trendy. Like, I remember at this time I would look at girls' Instagrams who had like teal feeds and just gag. Around here, we could inject like Petra Collins and Rookie Magazine. 2010s, 2012, Tumblr, digital melancholy. Okay, everyone sit down. This is very important to me. If you have not seen a teal Chanel logo, a teal lollipop gif, perhaps, we could throw some credit to Vaporwave. We can throw all the credit to these like pastel goth Tumblr girls. This color ate. And this extended into real life. Coachella, blue, like topaz jewelry. This really is my era of when I was a teenager, like scrolling through Tumblr and Pinterest and like discovering this like internet aesthetic that was so cool. Like this was cool. 2016 to 2018, we're running through things. King Kylie, sugar bear hair, Instagram. Aqua neon teal blue reached another level of fame here. It grew up the weird kid on Tumblr, and it made it to Kylie Jenner's Instagram. From the nails, to the cars, to the wigs, to the shoes, to the bags. I mean, literally at this point, people were eating hair vitamins in the shape of neon blue gummy bears. If you are too young to understand this reference, like, I can't, like, you just had to be there. Basically, every single Kardashian or influencer was posting sponsored Instagram ads for gummy bears. And the funny thing was, in all of these posts, a lot of the people promoting the hair gummy would be wearing wigs, or like a blue wig for that matter. There are a lot of references we could run through in the 2010s, even in the 2000s, but I think we'll call it there. I'm going to quickly reference Simon Port's 2024 Jacquemus Ready to Wear collection. I think 36% of the collection was like this crazy turquoise blue, which was brave, but definitely Jacquemus at this time. And also like those little Chiquito bags, was it? There was just this very blue color sort of like happening. And I would say this carried through strongly into like Demna Balenciaga, like that weird Kim Kardashian ad where she sat on some water. We're also seeing Courrèges do a lot of stuff right now that is like blue adjacent. And now we're here at the Jelly Birkin, teal military jacket sweat set, Northwest's hair, teal teeth, Chanel, Instagram art directors like throwing a girl on the floor in blue heels, you know. And do you know what? I just want to say something. Like, I am so thrilled to understand the origins of this color and this trend. For this to be like the direction we're headed is just amazing, because I remember like when I was younger, a lot of these things were just specifically online. Like, you'd never see these things in real life, especially in England. You know, I think in the US, as I've mentioned, like a lot of this like party and American Apparel and YouTube era was very, very much so like America focused. So I'm super into it. I'm super excited to see where these things go. Thank you guys for watching. I mean, what should I go through next? Let me know if you enjoyed this. My name's Gia. Follow me. Mwah.